Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. Well, the one thing you want to know is a report on how people are doing fishing. And I've talked to several people that have been fishing crappie in Black Lake, and one of my first sources is Jigger Jim. And he told me, Don, I've told you for years, the crappie fishing can't get good until the water temperature is at that magic number, which is above 60 degrees. I think he told me 65. The important thing that you know is that when the water temperature gets to a certain point, these crappies will move in unison into the spawning areas, and they will start the spawning process. And at that time, they're very vulnerable. They're all schooled together in shallower water, and this is when people can really catch a lot of fish. That hasn't taken place yet. The water temperature, because there's been fluctuations, there's been times when we've had really cold nights, and that is affecting the water temperature. And remember, every body of water, depending on its depth and the size of that water, the size of the lake or whatever, that's going to determine the volume of the water, first of all. And it's going to determine how quickly the temperature raises or lowers. But in Black Lake, so many people go there to catch crappies. This year, the size limit has been increased to 10 inches. You cannot keep a crappie to take home and eat unless it is 10 inches long. And boy, you better be measuring them. And in talking to my buddies, Vinny and Jerry, and they brought a number of people to Black Lake. They had 3 boats out there fishing crappies. And again, these guys are really good. They've done it for years. They come up, they use Black Lake as their getaway, their place to come and relax. And they said there's been very few 10 inches caught. There's been lots of them that were 9, 9.5, 9 3/4, but that isn't the legal size. They have to be 10 inches long. So that's the story that I have from a lot of the serious fishermen that have been fishing Black Lake for crappies. Remember, Black Lake is a bonanza body of water. It has everything. It has great crappie fishing. I've talked to a lot of people about the bass fishing. Black Lake has been a bass fishing mecca place for years. A lot of tournaments have been held there. But over the last few years, the bass fishing seems to be less. The number of bass being taken seems to be deteriorating. And you try to come up with reasons. And this doesn't take anything away from the wonderful lake that it is, but it's important to try to realize why the bass fishing has gone down a bit and what can we do to make it go up a bit. And a lot of people feel that there's so many people that come there that keep and kill these fish. They keep them, put them in their ice chests, they take them back, because Black Lake is a tourist destination from a lot of people from states bordering New York State. And so maybe their sense of ownership of this body of water and their protection feeling for this water might be a little bit different. And so they will take these fish and put them in their ice chests, and they'll go back to wherever they came from. And there's less bass than there was before. This could be one of the reasons. We also have to remember that every body of water, it becomes very fragile. The fishery can be fragile at any moment because of invasive species, because of disease, because of overfishing, because of changes in weed growth. There's so many factors. And there has been rumors of a mysterious virus that seemed to affect the fish 3 years ago. And that could be a determining factor. We don't know. But we'll try to keep as close a ear and eye out to what's happening in Black Lake, and we'll try to pass it on to you as we hear more. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.